You are designed to be a creator. You. You are designed to be a creator. You have the creator energy inside of you. It probably has shown up in your life in one way or another, but there is an immense responsibility with this, as well as beauty and pleasure and benefit to yourself as well. I feel like I am called to share a message about creation and to encourage you about creating and shift your perspective a little bit away from consumption and more into the creation energy. Because I know you have it within you. I know you are worthy, and there's value in there that needs to be shared. It wants to come out. There are other people who want to see it, who want to experience you, who want to appreciate that, who maybe really could use to hear it and need to hear it. And whatever is cooking inside of you is worthy of coming out. And I think that's really important to say, because at the root of a lot of ignoring our internal things is us not feeling like our creation is going to be good enough or perfect, the illusion of perfection that doesn't exist, or good enough. And that's, the thief of joy. No one is perfect. We're all human. We're all here experiencing fears and doubts and difficulties around that. But we also all have this yearning to connect. And we all have these proclivities and these things we are magnetized to. And that's really something, It doesn't just happen for no reason, in my opinion. I believe that those things are intentional. They may have to do with a calling or something else. Even if it's not a big grand thing, it might lead you to a connection. It might be an important mission of yours to express a message to reach certain people. And maybe it's just also a way of your body getting certain energy out, into the external, rather than storing and holding it all internally and feeling like that creative energy is pent up. There's some phrases that came to mind when I was thinking about sharing this message. And first one is to try to produce something of value every day. And I think that helps reduce the aspect of it that makes it seem kind of daunting and kind of lowers a barrier in a certain way, but it also builds the important muscle of consistency. And all of us could use that. The other phrase that came to mind that I've been kind of in my headspace for the last maybe more so 2 years, but today specifically it's been emphasized, is everything is figure outable. So I don't know about you, but sometimes when I create things, I get caught up in how it is executed, and I create expectations internally of how I want it to show up externally. And if it doesn't go according to that plan, sometimes I get frustrated, and then it's like this negative emotional experience. But really, I need to just do it, You need to just do it. Just take the first step. Just go with the flow. The flow might take you somewhere other than what you expect, and that's okay. That's actually really beautiful, and it's a part of the process. That being said, every step along the way, things are figure outable. If a problem comes along, if something happens and you're like, I don't know about that, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. It'll be okay. I promise you, it will be okay. The other thing in my head I would like to share is that a lot of times in the human condition, we think we need certain things to start. And we feel like we're not ready. We, often never feel like we're going to be ready. And so we'll research something so much that we never take action on it. Or we'll buy and invest in equipment or supplies or just, all these things that stack up as like unfinished projects oftentimes. That's a whole thing within itself. But if you just take a step back for a minute and think about what you have and the resources that are available to you and lower your expectations for the starting point, because that is okay and you will learn along the way and get better. You can start where you are at with what you have, doing what you can. And that is okay. In fact, that's really beautiful. And I would encourage you to do that. I'm working on doing this myself. There's so much available to us that we take for granted sometimes. And we don't always use our tools to the fullest potential either. So reframing, the technology that you have, the materials that you have around the house, how you think about certain things, how you research certain things, like using free resources. Like there's all sorts of things at our fingertips that we can use to create art or courses or media or whatever it is, like whatever you are drawn to create, whatever lights you up, that's unique to you. And I can't tell you what that is, but you can just start where you're at with what you have. And I promise you, if you just do a little exercise of that, you will feel better. If you just try something with whatever supplies you have, whatever resource you have, just see how you feel after it. I promise it'll be better than where you started. And I think that's so beautiful. One of the big questions around creation and what comes of your creation is, what did the younger version of yourself need? What did the younger version of yourself want to see, want to experience, want to hear, want to feel, want to touch, want to taste, What did the younger version of you need in your soul? What did you yearn for back then? And how can you take that wisdom and knowledge and life experience that you have now to nurture what you needed back then? Because the point from where you were to where you are now, that's gold, And no one can take that away from you. And that's so valuable. And there's someone out there who, I promise, could really use that encouragement or that knowledge, or to view that thing, or to hear that thing, or to see that thing, just whatever it is for you. Think about what younger you needed or wanted. And I think that will unlock the key for a lot of people. Another thing that came up was Bible verses. This might be out of your realm, so I would encourage you not to cast any sort of, judgment upon this before listening. But there's wisdom in all sorts of books in scripture, and I don't think you have to have a certain relationship or attachment to that to gain value from it. So I just wanted to share Proverbs 14:23 says that all hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. And that got me thinking, because in our current culture, there's a lot of struggle. Like, that is undeniable. There's a lot of struggle. But being in a state of lack is not virtuous. And it appears that some people think that it is, because there are beliefs around people who are in abundance, whatever that may mean. And everyone was made for abundance, you know? Everyone deserves abundance in their birthright. You know, when you are born and you come into this world, I think that you deserve, you know, well, I would just say, like, the world is your oyster, essentially. Now, what you do on your path, that has an impact. That's undeniable. I'm not trying to overlook that. But the journey is there. The door is open if you want to walk through it, is what I'm trying to say. And work is necessary to get there. And especially aligned work that you feel lights your heart up. And, you know, when you talk about it, your eyes widen and you just get so excited about it because it's something you really care about. And that's your key to unlock it. Another verse that came to mind is this is Ecclesiastes 11:4. Whoever watches the wind will not plant. Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap. And this is a big call out to myself, especially. Analysis paralysis is something that is ever present in my mind and maybe in yours. And there's something to be said about just doing. It's not always about who is the smartest person in the room, who has the most education, who researches the topic the most. It's about who acts on it. And you learn from action, which means there's going to be mistakes and failures inevitably. And that's just a non-negotiable. It's going to happen. But some of the most rich, valuable lessons come from it. And so we could all benefit from taking action a little bit more. One more thing on the verses, last one, Ecclesiastes 9:10. Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. For in the realm of the dead where you are going, there is neither working nor planning nor knowledge nor wisdom. And basically what I got from this is that whatever you do, set your heart to it. If you're going to start a bakery business, make sure it's like the best freaking bakery business there is. Make sure, you know, everything is just, the details are all right. Everything is the right flavor and the texture. People would be drawn to you, you know what I mean? Like lining up out the door to try your goods. Whether it's, you know, creating an experience that's a service for someone, make sure that it's a good experience for them and that they would want to come back. So whatever it is for you, make sure that you are doing good work. That was quite a bit of a tangent from what I originally was kind of saying, but creation is within you. It's within me. It's within all of us. It yearns to come out. It seeks to be seen, to be heard, to be experienced, and it's okay to be seen. It's okay to be heard. It's okay for it to be experienced, even if it's not perfect. In fact, it won't be perfect, and that is so okay. And I just wanted to share this word of encouragement, and I hope it added some sort of value to your day or your life or your moment. And I appreciate your time and attention. Thank you for watching. If you found value in it, maybe like and subscribe. I would appreciate that a lot. And I will see you next time.